Hi, Leos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless reading. We are going to do a past, present, and future reading today for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what your cards say. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear today? We're going to timestamp these. We're going to start with the past. So let's see what your past has to say, what you learned from your past, and how you're bringing that into your present and your future. I have a retreat. Sometimes taking a break is the best thing you can do. Taking a break. Did you take time off? Did you travel? Did you take a break in between school years, something like that? I took a break before I went back to school, something along those lines. But I'm going to say a healing retreat also, that I needed to do some healing. I needed to take some time off from work just to do some healing. I have a host. Whether your space is physical or digital, you can find a lot of fulfillment in being a host. Now, that is coming into me as surrounding yourself with a lot of friends and family, that you have the capacity, and you always have had the capacity to bring everybody together, that you are the coordinator, you're the leader, you're the person who puts on the show, they're saying. So there's a sense of, in your past, maybe you did more of those things than you're doing now. There's a past energy of, maybe I had more energy. Maybe you're questioning it now. Like, did I have more energy back then to kind of put on those types of events, or to be volunteer to be the leader? So there's a little bit of me that you have the capacity to, I guess, be, the person who does the event planning and pull it off really, really well. So I guess those big events in your past were just a part of who you were. You could always get people together. You always did a good job, something like that. I have entitlement. Why do you believe that you deserve benefits and privileges that you haven't earned or worked for? Did you feel like you had a sense of entitlement, that somebody else should pay for it, is how Spirit just shared it with me. Maybe it was your parents. Your parents should pay for your college. Maybe it was somebody else should help you with buying your first house, or putting you through school. So there's a sense of, when did I figure out that I was on my own? When did I figure out that nobody was going to do it for me? I had to do it for myself. So I don't know if you were necessarily felt a sense of entitlement as much as you didn't realize that you had to be responsible for all your actions. And then once you realize that, I feel like, okay, now I'm a result of my actions. And that's when it kind of started to really work for you. So there is a sense of, I had to figure it out on my own. Nobody was going to do it for me. A little bit of, I had to fail a couple of times. I had to fail on my own in order to succeed as well. So you may have failed in an area of your life, starting a business, changing jobs, changing careers. Maybe you didn't do well in school and you said, I got to do something else. So I also feel like I had to have a setback in order to move forward. So 2 steps back to 1 step forward energy going on around you. I have envy. Focusing on what others have drains your energy. I don't know if Leos have a tendency to be envious. I think Leos are pretty strong leaders in that sense, but maybe a feeling of, I want more. I envy what people have. I want more, until you become, I have everything that I need, not necessarily everything that I want. But maybe there was a time in your life and in your past that you felt like you wanted more. that in material things were going to somehow make you happy. Maybe you've outgrown that, or you've learned a lesson that doesn't necessarily make you happy. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me for my Leos. I have a King of Wands. I have Strength. There's my Leo. I have an Ace of Swords. And I have a Queen of Wands. No doubt in my mind, you made up your mind. I feel like you made up your mind at an early age that you wanted to do a certain thing. You either felt like you knew your identity, you wanted to follow your identity. I'm definitely going to do this for a career. I'm definitely going to, learn something. So you knew, I feel like you just always had the target in mind, and you always knew the direction you were headed. So that's probably one of your strong points, is that you can set a goal and reach the goal. So I do feel that. I feel like you're more than strong and capable. And I feel like even more so when you were younger, that you were more fearless is how it's coming into me, that you would jump into anything. You weren't afraid of anything. As you got older, you might start to see like, ooh, do I really want to do that? Like, is that something I really want to do? But I feel like in the past, you were a lot, you were fearless is how it's coming into me, that there was nothing that was going to hold you back from something that you set your mind to. So, I'm hoping that that's something you carried with you. I'm hoping that's something that you still have today. Spirit, please share with me. I have the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I'm just going to say honesty. I feel like you decided a long time ago that it didn't pay to not be yourself, or not to be honest with yourself or other people, or trusting people. I just feel like you know that about yourself. I think you learned that a long time ago. You learned it in your youth. Spirit saying that you've always been trustworthy. You've always been honest. I have lurking in the shadows. Now that's coming into me as the fear of the unknown, that you are fearless about things that you see, that you can create, but you don't feel like you had control over something coming at you. And it could be worries. It could be that I worry about something that hasn't happened yet. And maybe that's something that you're learning to let go of. But it felt more like I'm struggling with what if something happened? What would I do? You're kind of predicting things that haven't happened, but maybe that's something that you did more in the past. You were more of a worrywart than you are today. You're letting things go better. You have more control over your emotions in that respect. Struggling to overcome self-imposed limiting beliefs. I got to tell you, in the past, the only thing I could connect this to you is because there's nothing holding you back in the past other than knowledge. And it could be just, I just don't know. I don't have the answer. I don't have the knowledge for that. Is it a belief as much as I think it's knowledge more so, that I have to gain the knowledge. I have to learn what it is that I don't know. Sometimes you think you know it all, but you don't when you're younger. And that's how that came into me. But I don't know if it's limited beliefs. Earning back trust, starting from the bottom. I think everybody has always trusted you. You could have had a relationship that went the wrong way. You could have had a relationship where we lost each other in the trust category, and we had to come back together and learn to trust each other again. Maybe there were things that were said or things that were misspoken, but I do feel like it's more of a rebuilding energy in the past. Deep, dark times and isolation, time alone. You had time alone, that maybe you had a few years that you were alone, you were single, you weren't in a relationship. You were finding yourself, Spirit saying. that you were starting over again. You were starting something new. So it's almost a feeling of I was out there, everything was up and running, everything was going good. I was on the path I was supposed to be on. And then I feel like everything stopped. And it is a sense of I found myself alone. So whether it's a relationship that ends or a job was taken away from me or an illness, but I feel like everything stopped all at once. And then it was like looking around going, now what do I do? I'm going to go into the present and see how we moved on from that stopping energy. I'm curious as to how that did. Let me grab your timestamp. Let's see what they're saying. Spirit, share with me the transition of how we move forward from my energy just stopped. I'm a Leo and I'm full of life and I'm roaring to go and I have courage and I'm moving forward and my life just was at a standstill. So let's see what happens. Spirit, please share with me. I have a rough road. Prepare carefully before you continue. It's a long journey. So we hit some kind of rough patch, definitely. Could be a financial rough patch. From that point on, I feel like we, I'm going to say, got our act in gear a little bit more, whether it was savings, paying down debt, juggling bills, just being more aware of kind of the situation we were in and pulling ourselves out of it. But realizing that it was a struggle, that it definitely was a rough road. But Spirit's saying in the present, knowing that it's always getting better, it is moving forward, and I'm moving forward. Energy coming in now. Fantasyland, making sure everyone involved is being realistic. I'm going to say that you're being realistic. This could have been a wake-up call. This standstill in life could have been a wake-up call of, you know what, I've got to set my priorities, or I got to take care of myself first, they're saying. So it's a little bit of a wake-up call. I got to take care of business, they're saying. So I'm going to say connected to a house, connected to finances, something along those lines. I have a breakthrough. Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance. A magic opportunity in the present. That is coming into me as taking advantage of your talents. All of that feeling I had in the past where you were fearless and you could create anything in your mind. You could start a business from scratch. You could get hired to help grow a business, and you were like, yeah, I can figure it out. I'll do it. So it's a sense of, I don't know if I want to say magic, but you do have the magic touch as far as your personality, as far as your outgoingness, as far as your strengths. So I think that you, I'm going to say, are realizing your strengths maybe for the first time in the present. You're realizing that you have all these amazing skills or talents, or you're unique compared to other people. And I do feel like it's bringing you some kind of opportunity that maybe you weren't even expecting, you know, some kind of door opening that you weren't even expecting. Quiet moments, seeking solace in the silence, where clarity finds its true voice. Hear what's unsaid. You're a better listener is how that just came into me in the present. Maybe you were more of a talker in the past. You got in trouble in school for talking all the time. Maybe you were worried about what you were going to say as opposed to listening. And I feel like you're a better listener today. You're a better friend today, they're saying to people. Nice. Let's see what else they have. This one's jumping out. I have the letter T. You've transformed. You've had a profound change. You're rebuilding your life and you're looking at things from a different perspective. I have the letter H. You have a lot more hope. You have a lot more hope, a lot more optimism about your own life, about your own future. I also feel more grounded. I just felt this sense of, I know who I am is how I feel. I have a V, a venture, a journey, making a move. You're a work in progress and you know it. You know you're not there yet is how they just said it. You know you're not where you completely want to be, but you're well on your way. And you know that they're saying like you're trusting the journey. Maybe you're trusting the journey for the first time, or you're realizing that you have made progress and that you're doing a great job and you're not as hard on yourself, Spirit's saying, in the present. I have I for intention, setting solid goals. You have a hold on your vision for the future. So you have really good plans. You've learned to set those plans. You're still kind of fearless, but you have also learned how to get your arms around things. So you've gained a lot of knowledge, Spirit is saying, in the present. How awesome. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. A prickly situation. Okay. Struggling. I don't know. It feels like there's a sense of I feel trapped, that somebody is making me feel trapped, but I feel like I'm able to work my way around it because I'm very smart and diplomatic and I say the right things, and they're saying a lot of people like you. So it's a sense of nothing can hold me back. I'm like, I can't really get in trouble, like unless I do something really bad. But somebody could try to hurt me, but I think I'm smarter than that. So it could be an ex trying to get away with something or take advantage of you in some way. But I just feel like you get yourself out of whatever situation comes your way and you're just like, I make good decisions. I have a passage. Your current situation is a means to an end. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. Okay, so we're moving forward in some way here. I feel like we're leaving somebody that was holding us back with this this apple in the bob wire. I feel like we're leaving somebody in the present, or we've recently left somebody in the present that just was holding us back. It just wasn't working, is how I feel. And I am ready to start this new voyage. I am moving on. I have wealth. I'm working towards real wealth and prosperity. So maybe we've switched our energy from I'm no longer putting my energy into relationships or a relationship as much as I'm putting into an investment in myself, building my own business, building my own career, building a nest egg, making sure that I'm financially independent. So I feel like the energy is, I think you have both going on, but excuse me. I feel like that financial aspect of your life is important to you. Maybe you love what you do. Maybe you're very, very good at what you do. I have manifesting. I've been manifesting the power to manifest what you want. I like the pyramid, the sense of climbing, rising above, going to the top. And I also like the solidity of it. I like that. I feel like I'm on solid footing. It's not going anywhere. So I feel like you're much more financially secure than you've been. And I feel like it's only getting better because you've got your head on some kind of goal that you're trying to achieve, whether it's investing, paying off debt, moving up in your career, a promotion, something like that. I have a 3 of Cups. We've got some good news coming, some kind of celebration coming right now. I have a Page of Pentacles. That could be new abundance coming in. It could be a new stream of income. It could be a business starting to take off. I'm letting some emotions go with that 4 of Swords. I feel like I'm doing some healing. I feel like I've been letting thoughts of, like I said, I'm just putting that area of my life on hold for a minute. Something like that. I have a Knight of Swords that came into me as I have bigger things to think about than somebody else and their emotions. So good for you. It's like I'm not putting any more thought into that person. It's kind of how it's coming into me. Let's see what the past has to say, and let's see what the future has to say. Sorry. Let's see what the future has to say. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want me to know? What is it that you need me to hear? I have drama. Beware of troublemakers at the job, keeping emotions in check. I'm going to say avoiding drama in the future. I'm going to say that you're very good at walking away, picking your battles, not getting involved, like not my monkeys, not my circus. So I feel like you know yourself very, very well heading into the, like, I'm not putting my time and energy into this. You're coming out of the present with this Knight of Swords with, I'm not putting my energy into this, and we're going right into drama in your future. And you're like, nope, I'm not, been there, done that. I am not putting my energy into drama and chaos ever again. I'm not going to put myself in that situation. I have a great match. You're on the verge of finding either perfect work, a business partner, somebody that you work really well with, a sense of teamwork. I'm going to say it that way. You could be joining a new team. You could be moved within the company to a better management team. You could be starting your own business. You could be starting a something with someone else. But I feel like it's a union. It could be a love union. It could be in the future. It could be that I've met somebody. But right now I feel like it's we're working well together. More of that. I have a passage. Your current situation is a means to an end. Enjoy the journey, which is similar to the card we had a moment ago. So you're continuing on the same journey. Like that journey from your present is continuing into your future. So you have a goal in sight, and I feel like you're still kind of sailing along with the same goal. So I don't feel a major change. I feel like it's working for you. It could be a career that's working. It could be a long-term, job that you love, and it's gone through some changes, but it's basically the same career path. But you're pulling that into your future. And I just feel like it's over a long period of time is really how it's coming in. And I have locked. Work you want may not be in reach right now. You may wait for it. Your new place offers job security. But I like the unlocking, the key, the lock is actually unlocked. So it feels like in the future, a new opportunity unlocks for you. Maybe it's not available today. Maybe it's something that you've been waiting for, or you have to wait for the right time. You got to wait for somebody to retire so that you get bumped up into that position. It's just a matter of time. So it kind of feels more like that opportunity gets opens up. So there's a sense of something opening up for you. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know today? I have a passenger passing through, a stranger. Okay. A stranger energy coming into your life in the future. Somebody that you don't know. Could be a new lover. Could be a new soulmate. Somebody coming into your life that I just felt for a second. It's one of those people that you say to yourself, I didn't know you a week ago. And now I can't imagine my life without you. Whether it's a friend, whether it's like a lifelong friend, or it's a new soul partner, a new romance partner. But it felt like, how were you not in my life? How could I have lived all this time without you? So it's somebody you very much love on multiple levels. So that feels really nice to me. I feel like it's some kind of soul energy that you find. I have reaching new heights. You're growing. I love this. You've made a full circle, and it feels like an achievement. It feels like I've reached a goal that I had set. It feels like I'm at the peak of my career. I set a financial goal for myself. Maybe I've achieved that. But it feels like I'm achieving. It does. It feels that everything I've been working on all these years with that voyage, I feel like is now paying off. So maybe you're reaping the benefits of all that hard work. You're traveling, Spirit saying. You have luxury items. You have dinners out. So retirement, how about a nice retirement, a comfortable retirement, something like that. I have not my fault, okay? Not seeing your faults in things, negative thinking. I'm going to say setting boundaries, okay? And it could be connected to certain people, family members. It could be connected to people from your past that you've just grown apart, different belief systems. You just are not on the same page with things that you want to talk about. Their ego is always involved. And again, you don't want to bring this drama into your life. You've chosen your boundaries. There's a part of me that says, I'm not doing this anymore. I made that decision a long time ago. So it could be just literally cutting people that no longer should be in your life for whatever reason. And we all do that. We all say, I've had enough of this person, or I don't want to go out to dinner with that couple anymore because the husband drives me nuts and I don't need it in my life, So we all have those kinds of people where we just say enough is enough. I'm done. I have catch and release, letting go. You're trapped no longer. You feel free. You feel free. You feel like you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. Nobody's telling you what to do. You could be single, okay? You could be single. Maybe that's your choice. But it is a feeling of I'll never have anybody tell me what to do, or I'll never have this feeling of somebody expects something of me and then just takes my time for granted. So there's a sense of individuality, independence. I guess that's important to you. I feel like you've worked hard your whole life, and I feel like you just want to do what you want to do, which is okay. I have a high priestess. That came into me as working on my spiritual growth, like studying my spiritual growth. I want to learn to meditate. I want to spend more time in nature. I want to study a modality. I want to learn how to read tarot cards. So it felt more like, now that I have the time, what am I going to do with that time? I'm going to work on me. I'm going to take care of me, and I'm going to grow emotionally and spiritually and make myself happy. So it was more of those types of feelings. I have a higher fan. It's spiritual growth. You get a lot of spiritual growth moving into your future. I have a page of swords. You're learning. You're going to learn. You're going to learn something new. In this area of your life. It's going to be very important to you, Spirit saying. So that sounds really nice. And I have a wheel of fortune. You feel like it's meant to be. You feel like you're supposed to be doing this. Some of you may find your calling later in life. So a lot of people do. You find your true purpose. You find your true calling, after kind of all the hard work is done, raising kids or having a family or working full time or building a career. So some of you have an awakening. It could be an awakening later in life. Spirit, anything about time around this connection? I have, it's the wrong time right now, number 42. Maybe right now isn't the time to pursue this kind of calling because you don't have the time. You are busy with other areas of your life. Time is pushed back due to blockages. We want to work on anything that would be preventing us from moving forward. If somebody is consuming your time, it just came into me, like somebody is My head is on somebody else all the time as opposed to being on myself. That might be the place to start. If you're obsessing over somebody, what's somebody thinking and feeling? What are they doing? What's going to happen next? Maybe we take that energy and we give it back to ourselves. I have July being important right now around you. A little bit of sparks are flying in July. And I have an indecision is causing delays. So you could be at a turning point right now. They had said you were a work in progress and you're on a voyage, and the voyage doesn't stop, but you could be, veering off a little bit right now, and you're not sure which direction to go. Like, do I go down this path? Do I go down that path? But right now it's coming into me as either way, you're going to pick the right fork in the road. But I really like in the future this sense of finding yourself and kind of finding this newfound awakening and belief. And I'm going to work on that. That makes me perfectly happy. And you know what? I'm thrilled. I was been there, done that. It was really, really busy in the past, worked really, really hard in the present. And in the future, I'm just kind of serene and taking it all in and just enjoying my life. So it looks pretty good, guys. Let's put this out to the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind words always. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, I'll put my website link below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.